Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. A first carry for Rachaad White.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
You talk about this Jets defense.
They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now just...
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
Extra point attempt to follow here. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Opting to run again here with White. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
This defense for the Jets, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
To throw, Mayfield.
This ball complete to Durham.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
The Buccaneers had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them. Galvin.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Bucs are an extra point away from drawing level.
Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30.
Now Hall to start the drive.
He spins free.
Hall has it knocked loose.
And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
So now, I think even our referee is confused. The defense accepted the holding penalty, but they just got the ball on the fumble recovery, so that will be negated. That's a tough one to comprehend.
They'll run with Allen. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
He'll get this complete to the rookie 1st-round pick.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Hall again.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he gets this to the 35.
Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Buying time to his left. Rodgers sliding to a stop with a 1st down. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to 1st.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Dancing to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
That's Kalijah Cansey in to get him down.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game. That's so frustrating for an offense, especially on the road. You put together a great drive, but in the end, you come away with nothing.
And it kind of silenced the crowd a little, too. But few things wake them up quite like a missed field goal.
Real. Kings! What's up?
They start to drive with White. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Seven, our score after one. First down, here's White. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hurry! What's up?
They keep it on the ground. White again. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
White running to the left, and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Hey, alert!
Mayfield now.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here's White.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Again, this is White. But he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Ready!
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Bucky Irving.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And this is going to be incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Rodgers going to throw.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Give to Hall running right.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. Second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Rodgers now to throw.
And he'll find Hall.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
That's complete. It's Malachi Corley.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A give running right is Hall.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Yeah, that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
Point after, right down the middle. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And they'll they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
This is caught by McMillan.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. 68 yards.
And the Bucs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for two.
Let's go.
And he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
And that's incomplete.
Second and 10.
To throw is Rodgers. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Now they'll bring four receivers into the fold here. It's third and long.
Now Rodgers. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a 5-point game.
And now two problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll go up the middle with White. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. To throw, it's Rodgers. He'll find Williams on the slant. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jets 14.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Pushing his way through. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Rodgers. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Here's a give to Hall. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds. So they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
26.
Hall again. He can't get him down. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Throwing is Rodgers. That is caught. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back. In that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
Now a 2nd and 10. back to the ground with Hall.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Yeah, that was the safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers.
Quick completion here to Johnson.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now Rodgers.
Again, it's Johnson.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Juwan Johnson.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Jets have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead is now 2.
Makes the score Jets 21, Buccaneers 19.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, but as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted.
And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 7. There's a fake on the Jets, sweeping instead. A give to Hall up the middle.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
44 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On 1st down, right back to Hall.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Underneath to Allen. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd down and 6 now.
They stay on the ground with White.
And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. White, he'll try the left side. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Run.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Second and 11.
They'll try the right side here with White. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Mayfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26. Going right side is White. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On the give, it's White. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Regular.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go again with Hall. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
A handoff for Hall. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Down to the 22-yard line.
And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll run. It's Hall.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here's Hall again.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Jets will add to their fourth quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Point after here coming up. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Jets 31, Buccaneers 19.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. This is 1st and 10. Here's Baker.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Buccaneers, 19.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now Mayfield. This is caught by Evans. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. To throw, Mayfield. Airing this one out for Evans. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Play fake. Mayfield. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Mayfield now from the 50. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Kings.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
He'll find McMillan here. On the move past the 40. And he will be out of bounds well shy of the marker. So that's a turnover on downs. Great job defensively.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Rodgers throwing here.
This one deep for Wilson.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Jets, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
him to come out. Back to back, calling until his minutes run out. Begging for loose change, just scraping to maintain. Or sipping, and playing with waist chains. I think you get the picture, we outside the frame. Get your Louis Hamilton on swerve lane to lane. On gang. We brainstorm until it rains and we drive our gang straight into the Hall of Fame. You need to pay attention. I was 17 and had him shipping the Benzin. I was 16 eating steak with Russell Simmons. I was 15 in the basement with a vision. I could
run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back. Stuff it in your Birkin bag, cause he don't feed with that. So just run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back. We run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back.
Time to add to the cipher. Time is money, time to run the numbers higher. Learn hustling early, it's hardwired. Total bezel, frozen neck off like a tire. $1 million make a follow a messiah. Is you a charlatan or really take them higher? We in demand, distributors and suppliers. Be getting bands and signatures on the flyers. Listen, gotta make moves if you really want it. Desperate Jews eat your food, that's how they be on it. It's a must that we hustle today and escape from round table discussing the way that we get to the rack. Matter the game that you play, I'm just stating the facts. The aim of the game to be caking and making the max. I was 20 with a stack, 19 with a plaque, 18 neck icy with my Kango hat. I told him,
run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. You see us out here getting to the bag. Run the numbers up and run it back. Run. Oh, when we get the bag. Yeah, don't you get too mad. Run it back.
Hey, it's Paul. I was listening to the album. Good luck. You're on your own.
Guess who's back? Back again. She's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's back?
Well, look what the stork brung. Little baby devil with the forked tongue. And it's sticking out, yeah, like a sore thumb. With a forehead that it grew horns from. Still a white shirt, pulling up in a Chrysler to the cipher with the light shirt. Lyrical technician, an electrician, y'all light work. And I don't gotta play pretend, it's you I make believe. And you know I'm here to stay, cause me, if I was to ever take a leave, it would be aspirin to break a feed. If I was to ask for Megan D Stallion, if she would collab with me, would I really have a shot at her feet? I don't know, but I'm glad to be back like
Abracadabra.
And for my last trick,
I'm about to reach in my back, bruh.
like
Abracadabra.
And for my last trick,
Just like that, and I'm back, bruh.
now back in the days of old me, right around the time I became ate some as a way of coping. Take the case of turned me into smiley face emoji. May not be age appropriate, but I will be an 8-year-old indeed with a participation trophy.
Yes, I have zero doubts that this whole world's bound to turn into some Girl Scouts. That censorship bureau's out.
So when I started this verse, it did start off lighthearted at first, but it feels like I'm targeted. Mind-boggling how my profit is skyrocketed. Look what I pocketed. Yeah, it's just like y'all have been like jogging in. I've been running at full speed, and that's why I'm ahead like my noggin. I'm the fight y'all get in when you debate who the best, but I'm some white. I step up to that mic, cock it then. Oh my God, attempt chicken down again.
Abracadabra.
And for my last trick,
I'm about to reach in my back, bruh.
like
Abracadabra.
and for my last trick,
Just like that, and I'm back, bruh.
break it down.
Sometimes I wonder what the old me'd say
If what?
if he could see the way it is today.
cheat, they cheat, they don't